Okay, I have now seen The Nice Guys, directed by Shane Black, who, if you don't know, Shane Black is the guy that brought us Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and Iron Man 3, and I actually don't think I've seen either of those movies. A lot of movies I haven't seen. For a guy that likes movies as much as I do, you'd figure I'd have seen more, but I definitely want to see more of Shane Black's work because I really enjoyed The Nice Guys. It was a comedy, and I'll admit that I didn't laugh, but I'm dead inside. I don't laugh at anything, so there's that. I mean, really, great movie. I didn't laugh because I'm dead inside. Let's just be clear on that. Richard is dead inside. If I like something, you'll probably love it. That's just how the world works. I'm sorry. Anyway, so this is a movie with Ryan Gosling as a sort of bumbling, underhanded detective, and Russell Crowe as an enforcer for hire, who get mixed up in this rather bizarre adventure talking about the environment. And really, when you think about it, this is a movie that speaks to the human condition and how powerless the little guy really can be in the face of overwhelming evil, wicked business, which is probably why I love it so much. But here is just, this is a movie where you see the ridiculous extremes people go to make money. And we can all laugh at this movie because it's set in the 70s, the mid to late 70s, and we know how this is gonna turn out. For the people that are breaking the law here, for the people that are being evil, we know how this is going to turn out. Now, I will make this the point. There is a young actress in here. I cannot pronounce it. It's Angourie Rice. It's Australian. In fact, I think it's a place in Australia, and she plays the young Holly. I noticed when I looked her up that people have been looking for her age. She was 14 when she did this film, maybe 13. She plays a 13-year-old. And this is the one, I liked her as an actor. I want to be clear. Her performance was really good, but it did make me feel a little creepy because, in the 70s, first of all, 13-year-olds didn't look like that. This is what a 13-year-old would look like in the 90s. She's a little too well developed. So there's that, and I mean, there are also scenes where she appears to be bra bereft, and you're like, I don't need to see a 13-year-old with her headlights on. Okay, that's just nasty. Don't need, and this is the 70s. I know what happened in the 70s. In the 70s, a 13-year-old girl goes to those parties and gets, well, let's just say has a run-in with Bill Cosby. So, I mean, if that's not creepy to you, something's wrong with you. Back in the 70s, everyone was coming off the 60s. They were still about free love. You could go order gold-plated razor blades to cut up your cocaine. And, if I were a father in the 70s and I had a 13-year-old girl at the kind of party this girl goes to, I would be pulling out my gun and shooting people. That would be me. I'm not from the 70s, but I know what happened in the 70s, and it wasn't good. I just want to give you an idea. Bill Cosby is accused of sexually assaulting a young girl at the Playboy Mansion in the 70s. What was a 13-year-old girl doing at a Playboy Mansion in the 70s? No woman under the age of 18 should ever step foot inside the Playboy Mansion. You go to the Playboy Mansion with a bunch of sex-crazed weird people who are paid to be hot and do drugs. That's what you think is going to happen there. It's like, yeah, I mean, I'm going there to hopefully bang some Playboy bunny that's going to be totally drunk. So, yeah, this is why this is creepy. Overall, love this movie, but the creepy factor, I mean, it is a huge creepy factor. So if you're a parent and you've got a little girl, you might not be able to get past that. If not, otherwise, hey, hella good movie. So, why don't you let me know down in the comments below, what's the creepiest thing that's ever happened to you? I will say the creepiest thing that ever happened to me is that a 16-year-old girl walked up behind me in line and pressed her boob into my back. It was like, ew, I'm going to call your mother. Anyway, I hope you have a creepy-free day. I'm Richard.